like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Henry, 54, Mike, 54. I'm going to run you over.
First carry for Darius Geis. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 37. Check 37. Check.
On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down, Haskins dumps it off for Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill. Lefty. Kill.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Don't be scared. Go.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Exit.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. Having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man 5-7. Hang in there.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answers
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's got some space here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there out of Geis. 48 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
46 down, man.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
55. Watch the out. Watch the out. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Wentz will keep it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a run with Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
At 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. At 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. Hey, Skelter.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Grade 15, grade 15. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got you, boy. I got you. Hey, whoa. 55, Mike, 55.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Don't go. 180. Get in the middle. 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. Two jet. Oh, you got deep? Mike 5-5. Mike.
Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The pickup there, 5 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch up.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this one complete to Reed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Frank. 657. Hey, high 7.
On play action, Wentz. This is caught by Williams. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. Now Wentz rolling to his right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. It's a second down run with Sanders. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Redskins 20, Eagles 18. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All my fucking people just fucking fell, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
All my people just fucking fell over the side. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what the fuck is that?
Shotgun handoff now for Love. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Come on, bitch.
I got it. Here we go.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On first down, this is Geis.
Yep.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Haskins on first down. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Again, Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Right here. Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. 86 is on the go. That's you. Quick talk.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins.
Yo, kick that shit off, man.
It's incomplete.
Disrespectful ass nigga.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
Miss this shit, nigga. Miss that shit, nigga. You made too many of them, motherfucker. Shouldn't be in this shit. You made too many of them.
This score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
You got me fucked up with somebody who concerned, bro. I'm
It's a gain of
concerned,
13 and a 1st down
bro.
for
I'm fucking worried,
Philadelphia.
dog.
I'll tell you
You
what,
got
he's
me
been able to
fucked up
put the
with
ball in
a
some
nigga who
tight
worried.
spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
I
I think he
ain't
looks
worried
at
about
it
it.
as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5-9. Bravo.
What the fuck you think this is?
I'm trying to collect.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh!
And it's knocked
I
away
should
and
have
incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm running
Wentz,
this time,
he's
bro.
going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 3. 80 weapons. Sunday.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
and nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown!
Yo, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Darius Geis with his
Get the
second
fuck
touchdown
outta
of the
here,
game,
bro.
number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Oh, bro,
So
they
what
just
was
had this
already a game to
motherfucker.
remember
That
becomes even more
was
so as that
unbelievable.
touchdown run, a lengthy one,
Get
takes
the
him over
fuck outta
200
here,
yards
bro.
now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200
That was
yards. But that
unbelievable,
really
bro.
put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
I'm trying to tell you. That was crazy. That was
The Eagles
crazy.
offense set to begin their next drive.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah, I can't believe this nigga shit, bro.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz to throw again. Dancing to his left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz.
Oh, come on,
And that is
bro.
incomplete. He
If he
couldn't hold
touched
on
it,
through the
you got
contact.
condemned.
Brings up 2nd
For
down.
real.
I know at times people think we
If
use
you
it too
didn't touch
often,
it,
but
you
you've
got
got to be able to
condemned.
throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh, it's my fault.
Open receiver complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Williams. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
That's good shit.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game
So, I
over
guess,
before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
There's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of one. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd down, here's Geis. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. You know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll run on first down. Love. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, shit, I picked the wrong cover.
Here's Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Geis. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Geis. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong